On the news this morning, Anambra wins bronze at 2019 International Festival of Engineering, Science and Technology IFEST in Tunisia. Today is April Fool Day. Federal government to set up cashew processing plants in 4 states. On the foreign scene, floods killed dozens in Afghanistan. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Ngokoye. Anambra State Representative St. Johns Technical College Akure has won bronze in this year's International Festival of Engineering, Science and Technology, IFEST, held in Tunisia. We have details.
A statement signed by the Commissioner for Basic Education, Professor Kate Omenuga, said the team was expected back to Nigeria on Saturday. The statement noted that St. Johns Technical College is a public mission school and one of the technical schools Governor Obiano's administration has revamped. According to the manager of the school, Reverend Father Francis, the competition is a festival of science and technology where children between the ages of 11 and 24 are given opportunity to bring innovations into the world of technology. Reverend Father Francis explained that the school competed in electricity and energy under physics and attended with a manually made electric inverter and solar panel, while 2 innovations were also introduced by the students on the world of solar technology, which were undergoing further researches. It is disclosed that about 31 countries were in attendance, with over 351 projects vetted and judged.
Congratulations to them, and once again, Anambra State is on the news for the positive. The day which is being celebrated every 1st of April is the most light-hearted days of the year, filled with practical jokes, pranks, and tricks being played on people all over the world. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata sampled people's opinions on the essence of the day and reported that April Fool's Day is the day for pranks and tricks. We have details.
Significance of the day. A businessman in Oka, Diamond Emerald, said April Fool's Day is a day people crack jokes that sometimes sounds real and actually deceives some people who later find out that it was only a prank. The advice on Anambrarians not to crack jokes that is injurious to health, as according to him, cracking expensive jokes to a person at the wrong time might lead to fight or destruction of life and property. Meanwhile, a student of Federal Polytechnic Oko, Uche Chineke Nkelo, opined that April Fool's Day is a day to make friends and not enemies or dislike people, stressing the need for jokes cracking to have limit. On his part, an industrialist Okamelo Stephen maintained that this year's April Fool's Day should be celebrated with utmost care, adding that celebrants should not use the day to cause disaffection or violence in the society.
You don't have to wait to be tricked before you know it's April Fool's Day today. Now, special services and holy masses were held in various church denominations to celebrate mothers for their indispensable roles and duties in the family and society at large. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye has details.
In all the churches visited, mothers were gorgeously dressed in their various uniforms and took the center stage of the worship, with some delivering the sermons, some acting as people's wardens, while others took up the readings and other activities in the church. The Archdeacon of Cathedral Church of St. Faith, Oka, Venerable Samuel Okonkwo, said, God endowed in women with wonderful qualities that is peculiar, stating that humility, hard work, diligence, prayerfulness, among others, are attributes of a virtuous woman, and advised them to emulate the biblical women, especially Mary, the mother of Christ. Venerable Okonkwo lamented the increase of bad parenting in the society, calling on husbands to love and honor their wives, assist in raising up their children and words, while the children will be nurtured to be respectful. At St. Joseph the Worker Chaplaincy Unizik Permanent Site, Oka, Reverend Father Professor Josephat Ogwejofor said, mothers have passion for everyone around them and always strive to contribute positively for their well-being, urging them to uphold the virtues of Mary, Mother of Jesus Christ, in everything they do.
If Nigeria is good, it is because of the women, not because of the men. The women give the moral tone. They are told to tell the child, you do not do this. If you do this, I will punish you. The child will be afraid and know that this is not done.
While challenging mothers to live up to the roles of motherhood, the Archdeacon of Adazenu Archdeaconry and Vicar of Emmanuel Church Adazenu, Venerable Benjamin Ofili, reminded mothers that they are role models to younger generations and should live a decent life by upholding good behaviors. Prayers were offered for the mothers, while Thanksgiving, special renditions, and other side attractions featured at the service. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
In preparation for this year's main farming season, Anambra state farmers have been exposed to various outlets in the state where they can access certified seeds for high yield. The sources were disclosed to them during a promotional campaign and entrepreneurship development for trained IFAD VCDP certified seed producers held at the conference hall of the ADP in Oka. Our agri correspondent Ebele Eze reports.
Following the satisfactory graduation of 20 youths in seed rice production and 15 in cassava stem multiplication across the 5 IFAD VCDP participating local government areas at IITA Ibadan in Oyo State and the National Root Crop Research Institute at Umudike in Abia State, Anambra State has joined the League of Certified Seed Producing States. Confirming the genuineness of the state-certified seeds, a rice farmer from Enoma, Anambra West Council area, Honorable Amos Ogene, expressed satisfaction that they now have certified seed producer in their locality with legitimate seed that give desired yield, saying that it has saved them the pains of coming to the capital city to access same.
Better we keep up, so that they'll get from the government, it's advising from the government. Because if we get it outside the government, we are planting grain.
A cassava stem multiplication farmer from Nando in Anambra East Council area, Mrs. Teresa Okenu, explained that cassava stem can only be cultivated 3 times, noting that after that, any further cultivation will amount to very low yield. Earlier in his opening speech, the state program coordinator, IFAD VCDP, Mr. Namda Wuncha, charged them to always look out for opportunities that will prosper them and move them to the next level. Mr. Wuncha announced that they will buy all the certified seeds produced in the state to effectively serve the state farmers.
We train you to become seed entrepreneurs. We believe you can also train others. And also from this multiplier of seed, you can go into other ventures.
The State Rural Youth Gender Institution and Mainstreaming Officer, IFAD VCDP, Mr. Ike Chukwanyasiye, said the campaign was aimed at popularizing the seed entrepreneurs to reduce recycling of grains and local varieties by farmers, as continuous recycling of grains reduce yield per hectare, high risk of diseases, and pest infestation.
We have seed lab here, where you can come and test the availability of the seed. Because in
a lecture, the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Professor Charles Onugo, represented by Mr. Chuks Obianefo and another resource person, Mr. Ifan Yokoye, who encouraged farmers to always use certified seeds for high yield and nutritious value, noted that government alone cannot provide enough job to absorb the increasing labor force, hence the need for them to create a job and become self-reliant. In Oka, I am Ebele Eze, reporting for ABS News.
Thank you so much, Ebele. At this point, we'd like to let you know that we'll go for a very short break, but when we return, federal government to set up cashew processing plants in 4 states, and on the foreign floods killed dozens in Afghanistan. There's and more stories after the break. To join us again.
Here is a public service announcement. Anambra State Government cancels collection of levies and fees in all markets in Anambra State. This is to inform the public that Anambra State Government has cancelled the collection of all forms of levies and fees in markets and streets in Anambra State. The cancellation will be in effect until 1st June 2019. The 3-month cancellation period is to enable government and leadership of the various markets to deliberate and agree on a better and more effective model of collecting fees and levies in the markets. The public is hereby also reminded that the ban on sales of emblem is still in force. Anybody caught violating this cancellation and ban on sales of emblem will be arrested and prosecuted. This is for the attention of market unions and their leadership, traders, security agencies, and the public. Announcer, Mr. C. Don Adenoba, Honorable Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment.
Welcome back to the news. The federal government says it plans to set up cashew processing plants in 4 states of the country to add value to the produce and create employment wealth in the country. Chief Audu Ogbe, the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, who disclosed this in Abuja, said the move would also reduce the waste of cashew fruits and delay in the export of raw nuts out of the country. He said the long-term solution to the delay in export and stocking of cashew nuts at the ports is for Nigeria to be exporter of finished products and not raw materials. Ogbe listed the states where the plants would be set up to include Enugu, Benue, Kogi, and Oyo states. On business news, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, has warned depot owners and terminal operators against selling premium motor spirit, PMS, also known as petrol, above stipulated ex-depot price. In a statement in Abuja by its Group General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division, Mr. Ndo Ogamado, the NNPC said the official ex-depot price of PMS remained 133.28 naira per litre. The NNPC also cautioned the petroleum product marketers against selling the product above 145 naira per litre. According to Ogamado, the PMS ex-depot price is the ceiling at which depot owners or terminal operators sell products to marketers, while the pump price of a product is the amount consumers buy from fuel stations. And from the foreign scene, flash floods in western Afghanistan have killed at least 35 people, destroyed homes, and swept through makeshift shelters that house displaced families, according to a government official. Flooding caused by heavy rain started spreading on Thursday and left a trail of devastation across 7 provinces. Hashmat Bahaduru, a spokesman for Afghanistan's National Disaster Management Authority, ANDMA, said the floods killed at least 12 people in Faryab province and 10 others in Herat province. 8 people were killed in Baghes province and 5 in Balkh province. Bahaduri told newsmen adding that more than 3,000 houses had been destroyed. On sports news, the Nigeria Football Federation, NNFF, and Aito have concluded plans for the 2nd edition of the NFF Aito Football Awards ceremony, slated to hold today at Akure Hotels and Suites, Lagos. The event, which is scheduled to roll off by 6:30 p.m., would honor especially the class of 1994 set of the Super Eagles for their all-time standing performance at the FIFA World Cup in the United States of America. Highlighting the program of event at the weekend at Akure Hotels and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos, the first Vice President of NFF, Barrister Sheyi Akinwumi, who is the organizing committee chairman of the award ceremony, assured of a bumper packaging of the ceremony, having taken a cue from the first edition. He said this year's edition would be a lot better than the previous edition. And now remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging on to our website www.absradiotv.com. Like us at www.facebook.com/ABSRadioTV. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. And the main point of the news again, Anambra has won bronze at the 2019 International Festival of Engineering, Science and Technology, IFEST in Tunisia. Today is April Fool's Day. Federal government to set up cashew processing plants in 4 states. On the foreign scene, floods have killed dozens in Afghanistan. And that's just about it on the news for this morning. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonye Mokoye. Good morning.